exciting edition of the Reality of Wrestling. My name is the Brad Gilmore, joined by Brittany Howland and the historian Kirby Carry-On. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a great night of action. Kirby Carry-On, we are going to hear from the former Reality of Wrestling champion, Will Allday.
Will Allday says that he's going to share with us what his wish from Sharmell is. We don't know what it is. It's literally the biggest secret in Reality of Wrestling right now, and we're going to find out along with everybody else here tonight.
And main event championship implications. We're going to see Hyan, the Diamonds champion.
Ever the fighting champion here, Hyan is going to defend that title tonight.
It's going to be an exciting edition of the Reality of Wrestling. Let's get things started right now.
Introducing first, the tag team of Dylan Fleer, Johnny Lyons, the Nature Boys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a woo? Woo! Woo! Kirby, you embarrassed yourself. Brittany, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
We're going to get things started with Dylan Fleer and Johnny Lyons. We've seen them one time previously. They are the Nature Boys. They're going to be taking on a brand new tag team here momentarily, but impressive. Impressive in their first match with the Nature Boys.
Definitely impressive. I'm very much looking forward to them here performing again, because the tag team division here at Reality of Wrestling is heating up like never before, Brad.
Never ever before. The Reality of Wrestling champions, tag team champions, that is, still fly deaf, but maybe the Nature Boys could find themselves in contention.
I mean, they clearly love bling and they love gold, as you can see Johnny Lyons there and Fleer, and belts would probably look pretty nice around those boys.
They would do a lot more than just hold up their pants, that's for sure. Look at the tights on Dylan Fleer.
Woo! That is
pink.
That is a highlighter.
That is a pink color.
Is he styling and profiling with that?
He's
serving all the looks as far as I'm concerned.
Fierce
Competitor, an individual. I mean, all joking aside, he was the inaugural winner of the King of the Summer Battle Royal at the Summer of Champions.
And their opponents, the tag team of Chris Carter and the Buzzard, Tommy Bolton.
Well, Dayton, Texas own Chris Carter back here in the Reality of Wrestling. We've seen him before, and Tommy the Buzzard Bolton needs no introduction. For the people maybe not familiar with Chris Carter, what do we know about him?
Chris Carter, the Dayton, Texas superstar. This man, I keep calling him a human highlight reel because he takes dives like nobody else. I've seen him do 8 flips mid-air before, Brad.
8?
8. I counted them.
That's pretty impressive.
That is. And honestly, this might be a perfect pairing for Tommy here. I mean, they're very similar in styles and also in grit, as it were.
Hell of a reaction for the Buzzard from the World Gym Arena. And now it's Chris Carter, Tommy Bolton. First time they have tagged together. And they're going to go one-on-one, or two-on-two, excuse me, with the Nature Boys. Tommy Bolton we've seen in tag team action before.
He has actually some tag team experience, formerly a part of Legion whenever he first made his debut. And you know that he's going to try and bring that back, especially now that the tag team division is heating up. That could be exactly where Tommy Bolton finds his first taste of gold here in the Reality of Wrestling.
Tommy Bolton has been an ever-fighting competitor. And now Dylan Fleer and Chris Carter locking up. Oh, look at that. Well, obviously Dylan Fleer's got some size to him. Uh-oh. Are we going to see it? A little strut action.
A little hair flip and everything.
He's got it down. Are you a fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Brittany?
I am, actually.
Looking at Dylan Fleer reminds me of a time I went to go see a band called the Red Hot Chili Pipers.
I totally see it now.
You understand?
Get it. Yep.
Yeah. It's a true story. A sad day in my life. And right here, Snapmare. Oh, Snapmare takeover. Chris Carter with the reversal. Ducks. Almost in with a beautiful clothesline. Dylan Fleer there with a clubbing blow.
I think that was to the back of the head, so now Chris Carter may be a little bit loopy, but that's the opening that Dylan Fleer needed. And I talked about those flips. You saw it right there. That's how he got the counter, but he ended up getting caught.
And now the tag to Johnny Lyons.
And that's the thing, Kirby, is you said that he is the human highlight reel, but there is a lot of footage of Chris Carter and what he can do out there, and I'm sure the Nature Boys have done their research on exactly what kind of moves Chris brings to the table.
And look at that, frequent tags already. This is the third tag by the Nature Boys. Meanwhile, Chris Carter's just getting pieced apart by both men.
Chris Carter, though, ducks it. Oh, Nature Boys almost collided.
Oh.
Look at this. Oh, and there they go. Outsmarting him is Chris Carter. Oh, and a beautiful hurricane off the second rope. And there's a drop kick to the shoulder. Johnny Lyons cover one. And a kick out after one. The Nature Boys almost felt defeat for the first time as Chris Carter tries to get the tag in to the buzzer.
And here we go. This is going to be the power from the buzzard on full display onto Johnny Lyons.
But Tommy Bolton has the most experience at any man in this match. Cover 1, 2, especially here at the World Gym Arena. It's a home game for him. And you got to look out for those devastating headbutts, Kirby.
He is the headbutt king for a reason. And look at this. Oh, that didn't even faze him. Tommy Bolton is just staring at Johnny Lyons saying, bring it on.
Oh, I don't know if you want to make Tommy mad here.
The shades of the Texas wrestling family. The Rhodes, little Dustin Rhodes action right there from Tommy Bolton.
And look at that, Dylan Fleer attempting the same thing, but it's not working for him either.
Oh!
Good night.
Look at that.
Sweet Prince.
And he falls right to his face. Cover 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5.
That was a fierce headbutt right there that just seemed to have collapsed Dylan Fleer. As now a judo throw there onto the ropes.
That tag to Chris Carter. Oh, wait a minute. Chris Carter going high risk. High risk.
He's going for those 8 flips.
Oh, my goodness. Cover 1, 2. Wow. I have never seen that one before.
And for the first time tagging together, these two are definitely already in sync.
Absolutely. They got their reps in. Working out. Trying to figure this thing out. Oh, look at that. Johnny Lyons caught Chris Carter. Oh. Oh. And just gets tangled up in those ropes. Ladies and gentlemen, that does not feel good.
That is steel wire underneath the taping for those ropes. So those are tough, tough ropes right there. And look at this, Johnny Lyons now firing back with that drop kick.
Beautiful drop kick, expertly placed and executed. Cover 1, 2, Johnny Lyons. And look at the back of Chris Carter. You can see, if we can get a shot of that, what those ropes did. This is a guy who already throws caution to the wind with reckless abandon. Oh, that is not a good idea.
No.
That was not a smart idea. And the Nature Boys, a couple of the dirtiest players in the game.
Now you want to talk about it not being a smart idea, but I think it's exactly what Johnny Lyons wanted to do to take more damage to Chris Carter. Tommy Bolton, sometimes a bit of a hothead here in the reality of wrestling, and the Nature Boys taking advantage of it.
Right now, frequent tags coming from the side of the Nature Boys.
Oh, but Chris fighting back.
I mean, they've made Chris Carter, though, the object of their ire. They're putting all their offense on him, and it's showing right now. Chris Carter's in a bad way. He needs to get a tag to Tommy Bolton as quickly as possible.
Oh, no.
Oh, it just hangs him up on that rope again. Johnny Lyons.
Oh!
Wow, turn Chris Carter inside out.
Yes.
1, 2, and a kick out after 2.
You gotta think, Brett, it's smart to go after. Chris Carter obviously is the smaller of the two in that corner, and you definitely don't want to enrage Tommy Bolton. So they're gonna go after the quote-unquote what they consider the weaker of the pack.
Not just the smaller, but also the least experienced between the two, Brittany. The Nature Boys definitely did their homework coming into this matchup.
Oh! Back elbow there, and another one there from Chris Carter. Can he get over Johnny Lyons? He's got fingertips away, fingertips away. Oh! And, oh, wait a minute. What happened there? Okay, there he goes. There we got a tag there. Looks like a miscommunication. European uppercut from the buzzard.
Oh, no.
I don't think the referee saw it. I think Chris Carter is still the legal man.
Right now the Nature Boys put the boots to Chris Carter. Referee's not seeing it.
The crowd is not happy.
Cover 1, 2.
Chris Carter, though, you've got to admire his resilience here. He has taken a lot of big shots from the Nature Boys, and he's still standing. He's still fighting back as best as he can.
Oh, man, those chops. Just slicing the chest, Brittany, of Chris Carter.
Yes, this is not a, but, oh no, not again. Chris is just being ground and pound here by the Nature Boys. I mean, they're really showing that they are a formidable tag team. I'm kind of concerned for Fly Def at this point.
I know Fly Def, the Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions, probably watching this with a close eye. You always have to keep your eye on the competition. Look at that, though. Oh, my gosh.
The athleticism and speed is almost second to none.
Pele kick to Johnny Lyons. Oh, and Johnny Lyons falls. Both men down in the center of the ring. Referee beginning his count of 10. Will either man answer the count? Chris Carter in a bad way. Johnny Lyons just had his bell rung. Johnny Lyons gets the tag, and so does Chris Carter. Oh!
Here comes the buzzard.
The buzzard picking apart the prey. Johnny Lyons with a waist lock, reversal from the buzzard, big German suplex.
My goodness.
Well, up and over, the buzzard low. Oh my gosh. Those headbutts are disturbing to look at.
Yes, they are. That's some teeth needing to be fixed after that.
And he's gonna fly. Tommy, cover 1, 2, and Johnny Lyons was right there. Not a chance in hell to get that one. Knee to the gut. Johnny Lyons goes to the outside.
What is Chris really wanting to get back in?
And a tag to Chris Carter. This might be all right here. Oh, wait a minute. Dylan with a leg sweep. Oh, Chris Carter shoved off the top. Chris Carter's a legal man, so is Dylan Fleer.
Oh, he caught him, though.
He caught him. Oh, what is this? Oh! Cover 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, the Nature Boys.
And the Nature Boys sent Chris Carter head on into the mat in the center of the ring. Chris Carter did all he could.
Oh, come on now.
Adding insult to injury is Johnny Lyons.
And now they are still undefeated. They're definitely climbing up the ranks, but now they're just running from the buzzard.
The Nature Boys and Tommy Bolton. Tommy Bolton standing there. The Nature Boys, though, get the victory. Tommy Bolton and Chris Carter on the losing end of this, but a formidable team nonetheless. You see the effects of this match on Chris Carter. But the Nature Boys get the victory.
Hello, my name is Kari. I'm backstage with Hyan, the first ever 4-time Diamonds champion. How are you feeling going to your match tonight?
Hi, nice to meet you. You're new. So I'm excited going in tonight. Today's a celebration. This is a historic night. I'm the first ever four-time Diamonds Division champion. And this title, it's been held by some pretty top-tier women. I'm sure you know. Kylie Rae, AQA, my friend Roxanne Perez. However, they haven't been able to do what I've been able to do, which is capture this title a record 4 times. So like I said, this is a celebration. I'm calling on to all of the competitors across the entire planet. Come in from far and wide. Come in from Texas. Come in from Ireland. Come in from England. I challenge you all. So tonight, I'm going to take on VertVixen. And I've been watching what she's been doing on the scene. I'm impressed. So I look forward to having her add to my title defenses in this historic, amazing celebration of a 4-time title reign.
Wrestling today. I'm not going to limit it to reality of wrestling, even though this is his home base. Will Allday's name gets there before he does? There is not a professional wrestling institution the world round who is not aware of that man right there.
He is a former reality wrestling champion, former Texas champion, former TV champion, and right now he is one of the few men that has a victory over Booker T under the World Gym Arena banner. And because of that, he gets granted one wish from Queen Sharmell. And we're going to find out what that is here tonight. I'm excited to finally hear what it is.
The autograph, it only took one, and he put Booker T down in the center of the ring.
He did indeed, and I'm really excited to hear what this wish is, but also I'm hope that he's watching his back as well, because that autograph was no joke.
It was not. Let's hear from the former reality wrestling champion, Will Allday, right now.
Texas City, how we doing tonight? Good, good. It's good to be here. It's good to be here because just a few short months ago, I didn't know if I was ever going to be here again. Just a few short months ago, I put my career on the line versus the mysterious Q, and yeah. And I went into that match with full confidence. I went into that match knowing what I bring to the table and knowing that I had the capacity within myself to beat Mysterious Q in a steel cage, but it didn't turn out that way, did it? And you know what? I sat there for about a month, knowing that I would never be back, knowing that I would never wrestle for Booker T again. And I got a phone call from Queen Sharmell. Queen Sharmell, she gave me a new lease on life, is what she did. She gave me an opportunity to wrestle, not for the king, but for the queen. It came with some qualifications, though. It was a one-time thing. If I did not execute what I came in to do, then I would be back on the shelf. But luckily, I kicked Booker T right in his stupid head. I kicked Booker T down to the mat, and I pinned Booker T 1, 2, 3. And so by doing that, she gave me an opportunity. Queen Sharmell gave me an opportunity to wrestle anybody I wanted, anybody in this company. And so what I want to ask you guys is, who do you want to see me wrestle?
Will Allday leaving it up to the fans, it sounds like.
You guys want to see me wrestle the television champion, Clay Roberts? How about the bad guy, Cameron Cole? I'm hearing that, but I'm also hearing a lot of, how about I get my championship back for Mysterious Q?
Sounds like that's what the Row Nation wants.
In due time, because there's a man who cost me really my career and what was most important to me, the Reality Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, and that's that fake-ass cowboy, Brian Keith. So Brian Keith at Christmas Chaos, the genie, Queen Sharmell, she's gonna grant you my one wish.
Wait a minute. And there he is. the building.
Now that's the Will Allday that I know. The Will Allday that wants to fight for the people. But he want to do it in December. He want to do it at Christmas chaos. See, this company is going to hell under Charmel's leadership. Let a guy like Will Allday come out here and say when he wants to wrestle. See, when I was in charge, your ass had to go when I tell you to go.
Well, yay. Those are facts right there.
But it's all good. But I tell you what, if you're a man, if you're a fight champion, you ain't gonna wait to December. Why don't you just take on Matty Ice next month? Hell, why don't you take on Gaspar next month? Why don't you show these people that you are Will all damn day? Why don't you do that and quit being a coward?
Oh, no.
Can you do that?
Hey, Booker, I'll tell you what. How about I give you some semblance of control once again since your wife kicked you out of the house? I don't care who it is. It could be Matty Ice. It could be that big-ass Gaspar. It could be you again. I don't give a damn. Will Allday's gonna do what Will Allday does, and Booker T, you know that better than everybody.
What you saying? What you saying? What you saying?
I say do it. I say do it. I say you pick. I don't even need to do it. You pick. Because at the end of the day, you, just like everybody else in here, is gonna believe. You're gonna believe in all damn day, Will Allday.
Well, it looks like Booker T goaded Will Allday into a match with one of the members of the Heat. There's a question mark as to who it's gonna be. Sounds looks like both of them want a piece of Will Allday.
Will is not dressed or ready, and this is terrible. This ruins Will's wish. It's clearly mind games. Booker T just won up.
But hey, you know what? This isn't a ladder. You can't have a wish whenever you want one. Booker T is giving him a challenge, and that's what Will Allday should want, is a challenge. We'll have to see what happens with the former reality wrestling champion soon. Calling out several names. We will see who he ends up locking horns with in the coming weeks.
I got it. We need Letterman's jackets. Me and you, Letterman, with our letters LF on the. No.
No, we don't need Letterman's jackets. You want to know what we need? What we need is a strategy. Did you watch the match earlier?
With the Nature Boys?
Yeah, the Nature Boys
yeah,
and Tommy Bolton and Chris Carter.
I did see that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I finally know where we went wrong.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to Charmel and ask for a match next week, because we're gonna go out there. We're gonna put this strategy to work. And you know what?
I like your thinking, but
you know what? I don't even need to go anywhere.
No,
I'm just gonna call her.
No.
Yeah, I got a number. Hold on, I got a number. Watch out. Are you serious?
I don't think you need to call her, man. I mean, we're not exactly on her nice boys list. You know,
I'm actually on good terms with Charmel, so can I get my phone back so I can call her?
All right, dude. All right. So I gotta tell you, I already talked to Charmel.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I talked to her, and there's definitely a match.
My man, see, just when I think we're not clicking, you surprise me.
Yeah.
What you get?
Surprise. You know, I'm the king of surprise. There's a 4-way #1 contenders match for the television title.
That's even better. See, you know what? We'll put the Nature Boys for the next following week. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I love you. I love you. I love the way you think.
Surprises, right?
Yeah.
It's just me in that match. Just Diego.
What do you mean it's just you?
Sharmell asked me if I wanted to be in the match, and I accepted. Surprise! Was somebody knocking on the door over there? Diego, come here. Gotta go.
Hey, I know that wasn't your mom. Come back here.
We've got the Diamonds Division Championship on the line. New champion Hyan defending against somebody who she has a bit of history with here in VertVixen.
She does indeed. Press start because VertVixen is ready to go. A live video game character in the making is VertVixen. And she's got a shot here at the title. Diamonds Division Championship gold on the line. Oh, Russo's getting a new... That's actually a good look for him.
Now, this is a bit of an upgrade for his look here. And you've got to imagine that VertVixen is seeing this as the biggest opportunity of her career thus far, because this matchup, I should say, she was supposed to be a part of the Sherry Martel Classic. Unfortunately, unable to participate in that tournament, but now she gets to face the winner of that tournament, and now the only 4-time Diamonds Division champion here in the reality of wrestling. The 4-time Diamonds Division champion. And many say the true measuring stick here at the reality of wrestling. Hyan set to defend her championship here inside the World Gym Arena, Brittany.
Oh, and the accolades that you were listing off there. Also, the first ever Sherry Martel Classic winner. I mean, that was an amazing feat in itself. Being here on the call with you and Brad for that was amazing. However, I'm slightly saddened that VertVixen wasn't able to be a part of it, but now she gets a shot to potentially one-up the winner of the Sherry Martel Classic.
And that would be massive for VertVixen's career here in the reality of wrestling. But now we're going to throw it over to Chris Russo for our introductions here for this championship match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Diamond Championship. Introducing her, she is the challenger from Orange County, California, VertVixen. And her opponent from Houston, Texas, she is the reigning, defending Diamonds Champion, the Renaissance Woman, Hyan.
Towards the championship there, hoping to take that baby home with her.
And the lineage of this championship runs deep here, Brittany. Names like Ivory Robin, names like AQA, Kylie Ray, Cinema. And now VertVixen gets an opportunity to add her name to that lineage. Roxanne Perez even held this championship previously for the longest time before Rachel Rose managed to overtake her.
And Roxanne took it from Hyan.
That's a fact right there. And right now, VertVixen getting the upper hand right out of the gate. But you know that Hyan, there we go, I was going to say, she knows how to get out of every hold. She's a Renaissance woman for a reason. And both of these women are ready here in our opening contest.
And she really has become a Renaissance woman. I mean, traveling all over, being to Japan and the UK, learning different types of maneuvers in the world of wrestling. She's been able to work herself into basically, like you said, Renaissance jack of all trades.
Look at this here, driving the knee to the top of the back of VertVixen and just holding her own arms against her, almost like a straitjacket here from the champion. As VertVixen is able to get back up to a vertical base. And look at this, able to reverse it back to Hyan. And that is high-level stuff right there coming from VertVixen. I've got to ask you here, Brittany, what kind of pressure do you think VertVixen is feeling being the first defense for the new four-time champion?
I mean, the pressure of that alone is immense. However, the pressure is also that VertVixen was picked by Booker T to win the Sherry Martel Classic before she was unable to attend. So the fact that she is now going against the person who actually won it, that's gonna be a big chip on her shoulder.
You bring up a good point there. Before it was promised Braxton as his favorite, it was VertVixen, and right now VertVixen is just bringing the fire against Hyan. You saw her slap the face right there, and now she's saying bring it. As the speed is starting to pick up here, both women dodging everything, but that drop kick from Hyan lands the mark.
Hyan staying on top of Vert, but Vert countering with that knee there. Now sending Hyan into the ropes. Oh!
Nice arm drag there from the champion. Very unique there, almost Japanese style.
It was, and I mean, it was such a force that it sent Vert into the corner.
Oh, a big body splash now here to follow up. VertVixen. Oh, she got caught. Into the cover here, shoulders are down, 1, 2, but no. Not able to retain the championship quite yet.
Your opening matchup here at Reality of Wrestling. Hyan's first defense as now 4-time Diamonds Division champion.
Saw VertVixen there use the rope here.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55.
Any size, any color, installed free. The King of Solar Screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
Who's your champ now, huh?
A bit more of a vicious side that we're seeing here from VertVixen than usual, Brittany, wouldn't you say?
It really is. I mean, she just came out here and she was all happy with peace signs and throwing hearts and kisses to all the fans, but now she means business now that the bell's rung.
Oh, look at this, grabs a hold, does Hyan. Oh! A big overhand chop from the champion. Now snapmare and drives the knee into the back once again. Shoulders are down, 1, but only a 1 count. Not something I expected out of this deep into the matchup here, Brittany.
I did from VertVixen. She actually would surprise you. Like I said, she is a human video game character. Oh, and she's got a lot more lives left.
Right now, VertVixen seems to be in control of the Renaissance woman. This is not a spot where Hyan wants to stay at for too long. But it looks like the stamina of VertVixen might be a little bit too much for Hyan right now to overcome. She's got to be careful here.
I'm shocked to see Vert use the ropes in that kind of tactic. Like you said, this is a different side of Vert, even for me to see.
It's almost like she's leveled up, wouldn't you say?
Yes, indeed. Good job.
Look at this, rolling through.
Here we go. Oh.
Catches the kick. Now Hyan pushes her away. But VertVixen trying to get something in. Hyan now firing up though. One back elbow, two back elbows.
Oh no.
Big forearm there from VertVixen.
Still holding on, Hyan. Oh, what a headbutt.
That was a rather unique thing that we've never seen from Hyan before, really. And it just goes to show that she continues to evolve her game.
I mean, I don't know if that was an evolution or just an act of desperation there, because it sent her reeling as well. And as you can see, both of them are laid out flat on the mat as our referee continues to count.
Up to a count of 6, and this is going to be dangerous territory, as if both women can't get back up to a vertical base, it'll be a double count out, and Hyan would retain the championship basically on a technicality. Oh, able to get back up to their feet though, Brittany. Listen to this place.
It is electric here for this championship bout.
Big clothesline there from Hyan. And now Hyan, she's got VertVixen up in the wasteland. Into the leg drop, into the cover. 1, 2 to retain the championship. No.
Hyan shaking her head in disbelief. She thought she had it there.
I know we've said it several times here, Brittany, but can you believe this is our opening contest here for tonight?
I can actually, because Queen Charmel has pulled out all the stops here with our new reality of wrestling. Oh.
Now Hyan is fired up. VertVixen is reeling, and right now Hyan is setting her up for something big. Oh, but look at this, VertVixen catches her up on the shoulders.
Oh, but Hyan works her way out of it.
It's a fucking arrow. Into the cover, shoulder down, 2, no. VertVixen somehow able to get the shoulder up.
Not even just get the shoulder up, that was an aggressive kick with Hyan putting her entire body weight on her. I can't believe she's still going like that.
Now it looks like she's setting up for beauty sleep. And again, going for it. Look at this, roll through. Shoulders are down, is she gonna get her here? No, hold on, VertVixen rolling through, trying to get a better positioning here, Brittany.
Oh no.
Oh, the STF, it's locked in. It could be game over for Hyan. We could be on the cusp of crowning a new Diamonds Division champion in her first defense, but Hyan is trying to drag herself to the rope for a rope break. Is she gonna make it?
She's trying, but she's so well planted in the center of the ring. How much more can she take of this? I mean, she's already been through the fight of the evening thus far.
It's now Hyan. She's getting closer. She's inching closer. She's just centimeters away. She could also pass out in this hold here, Brittany, and we would have a new champion. But the Renaissance woman, inching closer, she's made it.
Holding on with all she could. I mean, you gotta be innovative there. Sometimes you gotta use all that you can do to get to that rope.
Now VertVixen, she got caught as she went over the top rope. Hyan using her surroundings to her advantage, but the damage may have been done. You saw her holding over that shoulder as now Hyan, she goes from one side of the ring into the outside, but she got caught. She got caught by VertVixen. Oh! A vertical suplex on the outside. After that tope suicida, she got caught.
But this is not a way to win a championship, as it will be champion's advantage if they get counted out.
Referee very diligent in his count, already up to a 5. VertVixen making her way back into the ring. Up to a count of 7. And VertVixen now, she's fired up, she's up on her feet. She invites Hyan back into the ring, and here we go once again. This has got to be just adrenaline at this point, Brittany.
Oh, Vert saying some things to Hyan, but misses.
Schoolgirl here into the cover 2. Oh, but a kick out from Vert.
Oh, and what a kick.
The high knee, I'm sorry, the high kick here could be spelling the beginning of the end here for the champion.
Oh no, and up into a fireman's carry.
Hyan able to escape though. She's got the arms hooked, she's got her up.
Oh!
Beauty save. Into the cover, 1, 2, 3. The Renaissance woman retains. To get us started here tonight, the Renaissance Woman showed us why the Diamonds division is one of the best women's divisions in all of professional wrestling, Brittany.
Well, if this is the start of the 4th reign here of Hyan, I think she's going to be around for a long time.
But you got to imagine that VertVixen, she's got to feel a little bit defeated, more so than usual, because that was possibly her first bracket at the Sherry Martel bracket.